The Absolute Universe from DC Comics is now well into its second wave, and I can confidently say that every series has been nothing short of extraordinary. Unlike the main DC universe, the Absolute Universe's characters serve as beacons of hope and resistance in a bleak, unforgiving world. Um, they're underdogs standing up for what's right when no one else can or will, sparking others to follow suit. Uh, each series has successfully reimagined its title character in innovative ways while still preserving the qualities that have made them fan favorites. The heroes maintain their authentic selves, um, while also offering a fresh, intriguing twist. Uh, even though they're all remarkable in their own ways, only one can claim the title of the absolute best hero. Let's examine each one and determine the top contender, focusing solely on our main heroes for this comparison. If we were to consider side characters or villains such as Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, Killer Croc, or even Brainiac, the list would expand significantly and the ranking will become quite debatable in many places. So let's begin our assessment right away. And Green Lantern, as always, not talking to it. And I would not be discussing any 7-hour about decisive. This isn't a reflection of her worth as a character. Quite the contrary. She was promising. However, due to the limited material available so far, only the initial 2 issues have been published. We haven't had much opportunity to delve into Joke's personality. The storyline thus far has primarily revolved around Hal Jordan's battle against the Black Hand and flashbacks related to Auden Sur's arrival. And I found these opening issues captivating, but because of the direction the narrative has taken, we haven't been able to explore Jo extensively yet. She embodies strength, resilience, and a complex marriage. But for now, that's all we know. As soon as we get more insights into her character in future issues, I'm eagerly anticipating it. And then when you sell down, Wally West makes a strong entry into 5th position on our list, marking the first character we've had enough time to analyze thoroughly. His portrayal so far has been quite compelling. Wally is a young man grappling with circumstances beyond his comprehension, carrying a burden of self-blame for an event beyond his control. The story arc of Two Worlds skillfully conveys the overwhelming sense of apprehension that arises during significant life transitions. Despite rushing towards his new destiny with confidence, Wally's struggle with anxiety feels authentic and moving. However, he seems to overcome this anxiety too swiftly for my personal preference, which is why he ranks 5th. Regardless, his determination and budding friendship with Grodd make for an engaging read. Even the less developed characters in the alternate universe are of high quality, with their development only improving as the story progresses. Superman. Uh, in a twist of events, the Man of Steel has been removed from his humble beginnings, yet the essence and values of the farm remain deeply ingrained in Kal-El. This contemporary portrayal of Superman seems to be an exceptional modern reinterpretation of his vintage counterpart, embodying a virtuous man with extraordinary abilities, striving to aid the underdog wherever possible. This Superman unequivocally stands as the champion for the oppressed, grappling with corruption and evil that mirrors our harsh reality. Um, However, it is not just his battles against injustice that make him compelling. It's the palpable struggle of his compassion that resonates throughout his character. Superman yearns to save the world and assist everyone he encounters, but everywhere he turns, he finds more suffering individuals due solely to unchecked greed. His frustration only intensifies as he witnesses such widespread pain. He understands that he must not succumb to darkness, yet wonders if doing so is the key to finally dismantling the systemic abuse that has claimed countless lives. And Superman is a captivatingly complex and loving character, embodying perfectly what Superman should be in a world seemingly devoid of hope. Placing absolute Superman so low on this list feels like an injustice, as the other entries are truly exceptional. Um, but the most authentic version of Batman, known as Absolute Batman, is a portrayal that strips away his wealth and privilege, focusing on his core traits: the desire to ace scholarship, the Gotham City, and the readiness to operate in the shadow. He's a hands-on hero ready for action, determined to combat the deep-seated corruption within Gotham, uh, preserving its remaining spark of hope. Moreover, Absolute Batman offers uh, a fresh perspective on Batman's most infamous adversaries, many of whom were once his closest allies. This new take underscores the significance of these relationships in Batman's character that are frequently underestimated. The people around him shape who he is, and this rendition beautifully illustrates this point. Um, Unlike a typical portrayal of Batman as
an obsessive, vengeful figure, Absolute Batman is a man engaged in an unending battle he knows he can't win, but continues fighting because he might save just one person.
the first issue of Absolute Batman is exceptional, and it stands out as the best among all, setting the stage for the Absolute universe. However, even with this remarkable character, the Absolute universe still introduces characters that surpass him in quality. And when you see how Additional Bird, often as John Jones slash the Martian, the Absolute version of Martian Manhunter stands out as uh, the most imaginative and daring reinterpretation among all Absolute characters. Uh, Instead of a literal Martian forced to Earth, he's an alien from such great distance that describing it with distances is impossible. He is a psychic entity made up of pure imagination and emotion, who formed a bond with FBI agent John Jones when he was on the brink of death in an explosion. This comic book offers a psychedelic and expressive examination of the human condition as the two form an unusual partnership to hunt down and stop the white Martian from the industries causing, mass destruction through despair and fear. That is as much a metaphor as it is art, with the Martian adopting the name to represent his alien, mysterious, and enigmatic essence. Uh, John is a deeply flawed human being who embarks on a psychedelic journey guided by an entity he's just starting to comprehend. Each page pushes the boundaries of comic books like never before, leaving me amazed that anyone at DC greenlit such an unconventional reinvention of such a famous character. However, even this remarkable level of creativity and understanding of human nature can't compete with the sheer brilliance that takes top spot. One, Wonder Woman, instead of being born on Paradise Island, absolute Wonder Woman was raised in a world akin to hell, uh, deprived not just of her family, but even the term Amazon, denoting her lineage. Yet, despite growing up in an environment intended to destroy her, Diana's heart harbored nothing but love, and known as the princess of the underworld and sorceress of the Wild Isle. She has arrived on Earth to safeguard it. Circumstances might have given her ample reasons to despise everything. But in contrast to her counterparts, she embodies the peace mission she is renowned for in her main universe. Absolute Wonder Woman symbolizes the essence of the absolute universe because while Superman often finds it challenging to hold on to hope for a brighter future, Wonder Woman firmly believes that it exists, just a stretch away if one reaches out. She knows the depths of evil the world can plunge into, but also recognizes the goodness hidden within, making her an exceptional superhero indeed.